Now we go to the Week 17 Ballers of the Week. Some of these are probably pretty obvious. Um, Let me see. You can go first while I pull up my my candidates. Who do you have for your offensive baller of the week?
Offensive, they're going to be pretty obvious for both of us. I'm going to start off with Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals, quarterback. 30 of 39, 446 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Also had 5 carries for 10 yards, 0 interceptions, did not fumble, had his nameplate ripped off during the game, played through it.
It was pretty early too. I put tuned in because I went to I had like a lunch, early
Mm-hmm.
lunch, so I came in like second quarter, and I was like, why is there why is this? And I love, by the way, the NFL. I don't know if you saw, like, on Instagram, they do like the,
Yeah.
and his didn't have a name. It just said 9.
They do the have a day post where they
Yeah.
post like your name and
And then
just
like the other
ads.
weeks that
Yeah.
you went balled out. But yeah, I love how
Yeah.
Burrow just didn't have Burrow on it. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool. Whoever's running that and did that, great job there.
Yeah. But anyway, Joe Burrow, baller of the week for me. Just monster game. Like I said, back to back weeks where he's going just crazy. 1,000, almost 1,000 yards in these 2 games combined. And there was some other candidates. Obviously, I don't know if like Russell Wilson had a great game, but
Rashad
Burrow had a better
Penny
one.
had a good one.
And simply put, he did it against Kansas City in a massive game, clinched the division. Just crazy good performance from Joe Burrow.
Yeah, and add on to that, I mean, we can't ignore it, but Jamar Chase on 11 receptions, 266 yards, 3 touchdowns, and like I said, we saw it all. Difficult, you know. First one, catching a slant, I'm outrun everybody, and then further down the game, contested catches with the defender perfectly covering him, and especially for a guy that had drops issues, which he didn't have any this game, and him and Burrow were the reason definitely why they won it. So hard to ignore that. So Bengals sweep our offensive ballers of the week this week. Like I mentioned, Rashad Penny, Russell Wilson, a couple guys in consideration that. But this Bengals, like John mentioned, the magnitude of their win and doing this was also important to note. And then, surprise, surprise, for my defensive baller of the week, going with TJ Watt. Obviously, monster game, and another game where he wreaked havoc all over the other team's quarterback and offensive line. And like we already talked about him, he just couldn't ignore it. So there's my defensive baller of the week. I think I'm trying to pull up his stat. He had 4, right? Or no?
Yeah, 4 sacks.
Yeah, but I just want to I wanted to double check before I said he had 4 sacks. So that's all that really needs to be said there. Who was your ball of the week for defense?
For me, he didn't play a great team. They have a terrible offensive line, but it's Cameron Jordan for the Saints going against the Carolina Panthers. 8 total tackles, 3.5 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, 3 QB hits. He was just a force in this one. They held the Panthers to 10 points. They're like we said, they're winning ugly, and he was able to just get up in Sam Darnold's face the whole game. So very impressive performance from Cam Jordan. The leader of that defense knows that they need to step up in these games because, as good as Sean Payton is as a play caller and Taysom Hill is talented and all that kind of stuff, simply put, that, with the lack of receiving options, with even Alvin Kamara dealing with injuries throughout the year, and then, without Jameis, like the defense just needs to step up, and that's exactly what Cameron Jordan did. So great performance from Cameron Jordan.
Yeah. If you were gonna pick, I was hoping he would get on here, but when you said you were gonna pick him, I was like, yes. So, yeah, definitely. Like I don't think he even made it either of our top. Did you make your top 5 edge guys?
I don't think
I don't
so.
think he made mine, but
He was
he was
close.
close. It's just I was like, man, like, he's getting up there. He didn't have the best, but this year, he probably might be in mine. I don't know, probably might too, maybes. But anyways, those are the ballers of the week for week 17.